Absolutely. Let's dive into keynote number 1 in pure Eric Thomas style, expanded into a high energy motivational speech around taking 100% responsibility for your life. I'll make it flow naturally, intense and engaging without adding ending sentences. Stop blaming everybody else for where you are in life. Stop pointing fingers at the world, at your parents, at your teachers, at your boss, at your friends, at the system. Listen to me. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you happiness. Nobody owes you a dream come true. You have to own it, every single part of it. You have to wake up and say, this is my life, my responsibility, my outcome, my story. You can't wait for motivation to come knocking at your door. It's not going to happen. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline, responsibility, and ownership. That is what builds results. Every time you blame someone else, you give away your power. Every time you say, it's not my fault, you are signing a contract to remain exactly where you are. You will never grow, you will never level up, and you will never reach the greatness that's inside you if you keep running from responsibility. Look in the mirror right now and face the truth. Your life is in your hands and no one else can do it for you. And I don't mean just a little bit of responsibility. I mean 100%. Every choice, every action, every thought, every moment of your day, that's on you. Stop saying, I wish things were different. Stop saying, if only someone had done this for me. Stop saying life is hard. Life is supposed to be hard. Life is testing you. Life is challenging you. Life is demanding you step up. You have to decide right now that you will not be a victim of circumstances anymore. You have to decide that your life is not dictated by anyone else's decisions or opinions. When you take full ownership, something magical happens. Clarity comes. Suddenly you see where your time is going, where your energy is going, and you realize the power you've been wasting blaming others. Every moment spent complaining is a moment stolen from building your dream, from chasing your purpose, from growing into the person you were meant to be. Stop wasting that time. Stop giving away your power. The moment you own your life, that's the moment everything changes. You start taking responsibility for your failures. And let me tell you something. Failure is going to happen. You're going to mess up. You're going to fall. You're going to make the wrong choices. That's life. But when you take full ownership, even your failures are yours. You don't blame the market. You don't blame the economy. You don't blame your circumstances. You don't blame anyone else. You say, I failed. I take responsibility. I learn. I adjust. I rise. I get back in the game. That is the mindset of champions. And listen, taking responsibility isn't just about the big things. It's the little things too. It's the way you manage your time, the way you manage your energy, the way you manage your thoughts. It's the commitment to do what you say you're going to do. When you own that, when you show up for yourself, the world has no choice but to take notice. You see, when you stop blaming others, you start seeing solutions. When you stop complaining, you start creating. When you stop making excuses, you start moving. And movement is power. Action is power. Taking responsibility is power. You're not waiting for someone to hand it to you. You're not hoping it will magically appear. You're grabbing it with both hands and you're saying, this is mine and I will make it happen. And the beauty of it is this. Once you start taking ownership, your confidence grows. Your self-respect grows. You stop living in fear because you realize no matter what happens, you have the power to respond. You have the power to adapt. You have the power to fight. You have the power to win. And winning doesn't just mean the big victories. It means the daily victories. It means showing up when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work when no one is watching. It means pushing past your excuses and doing what's hard because you understand that your life is your responsibility. You begin to see that nobody can give you what you want unless you earn it, unless you fight for it, unless you claim it for yourself. And that's why taking responsibility is not just about success. It's about freedom. Freedom to live on your terms. Freedom to dream without limits. Freedom to walk boldly into the future, knowing that whatever comes your way, you can handle it. You stop feeling stuck because you realize the only person who can keep you stuck is you. The moment you accept that, the moment you embrace that, the world opens up for you. Opportunities start appearing. People start respecting your drive. Doors begin to open that were previously closed because you are no longer waiting. You are acting. You are leading. You are owning every aspect of your life. And let me tell you something else. When you take ownership, you inspire others. Your family sees it, your friends see it, your colleagues see it. People respect those who take responsibility because it's hard. Most people avoid it. Most people are scared to look in the mirror and say, it's my fault and I'm going to fix it. But you are ready to step into that level of accountability. You are ready to control your destiny. You are ready to dominate your circumstances instead of being dominated by them. So start today. Right now, commit to taking 100% responsibility for your life. Every decision, every action, every thought, every dream, it's yours. Own it. Fight for it. Protect it. Nurture it. Build it. And understand this. When you take full responsibility, excuses disappear. When excuses disappear, success becomes inevitable. When you stop blaming the world, you start controlling your world. And that, my friend, is where true power lies. The moment you realize that nobody can do it for you, that is the moment you stop settling for less. That is the moment you start living like you were meant to live. That is the moment you take full control of your life. Absolutely. Here's keynote number 2, expanded into 1,000 words in full Eric Thomas motivational style. Focus on facing your fears head on every single day without adding ending sentences. Fear is the one thing that will stop you from becoming everything you were created to be. Fear is the voice in your head that tells you, you can't do this. You're not ready. It's too hard. Someone else will do it better. But let me tell you something. Fear is not real. Fear is just a signal. Fear is just an indicator that you're about to grow, that you're about to step outside of your comfort zone, that you're about to push past what you thought was possible. You see, most people spend their entire lives trying to avoid fear. They stay in jobs they hate, in relationships that don't serve them, in routines that numb them, all because they are scared. They are scared of failure, scared of judgment, scared of pain, scared of what people will think. And while they are hiding, life is passing them by. But you're not here to hide. You're here to face it, to confront it, to stare it straight in the eye and say, you don't control me. I control me. Every time you feel fear, that is your moment. That is your chance to grow stronger, to become better, to rise above what you thought was possible. Fear is not your enemy. In fact, it's your teacher. Fear shows you where your next level is. Fear shows you the door you need to walk through. You just have to be willing to walk through it. And I don't mean just once. I mean every single day, every morning when you wake up. Fear is waiting. Fear is waiting to tell you that you're not good enough, that you're too tired, that it's not the right time. And if you listen to it, you will stay in the same place, doing the same thing, living the same life over and over again. But when you face it, when you confront it, when you push through it, that is when growth happens. That is when life begins to happen for you instead of to you. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward in spite of it. And you have to understand that fear is going to feel real. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to make your heart race, your stomach turn, your mind doubt everything. That's normal. That's the sign that you are on the edge of greatness. Every champion, every leader, every person who has ever achieved something significant felt fear. But the difference is, they didn't run from it. They embraced it. They let it fuel them. They let it push them harder. And you can do the same thing. You can take that fear that's trying to hold you back and turn it into energy, into focus, into determination. The fear you feel is a gift because it means you're stretching. It means you're growing. It means you're stepping into the arena while others are still on the sidelines. And here's the truth. Most people will never face their fears. Most people will quit at the first sign of discomfort. Most people will make excuses. But you are not most people. You are here to be exceptional. You are here to fight. You are here to win. And the only way to do that is to face your fears every single day. Small fears, big fears, obvious fears, hidden fears. It doesn't matter. Face them. Don't ignore them. Don't run from them. Confront them. That is how you grow stronger. That is how you build resilience. That is how you develop the mindset of a winner. And let me tell you something else. Fear will try to disguise itself. Fear will try to come to you dressed as laziness, procrastination, indecision, doubt, and hesitation. Don't fall for it. Recognize it. Name it. Stand up to it. Every time you do that, you weaken it a little more. Every time you take action in spite of fear, you grow a little stronger. You begin to see that fear has no real power over you. You are the one with the power. You are the one who decides. You are the one who moves forward, or you are the one who stays stuck. And you have to make that choice every day, multiple times a day. Fear will come knocking, but you cannot open the door. You have to stand your ground. You have to move through it. You have to do the thing you are afraid of. That's how dreams are achieved. That's how goals are reached. That's how life is conquered. And let me remind you, this is not a one-time thing. This is a lifestyle. Every day you will encounter fears. Every day you will have doubts. Every day you will feel hesitation. And every day you have to fight back. You have to remind yourself why you started, what you're fighting for, who you are becoming. Fear will never disappear completely, but it will lose its control over you the more you act in spite of it. And the beautiful thing is this: when you face your fears, you inspire others. People will see your courage, your determination, your refusal to back down, and it will encourage them to face their own fears. When you take the lead in confronting fear, you create a ripple effect that spreads to everyone around you. So start today. Right now, decide that fear will not dictate your life. Decide that you will act even when your heart is racing and your mind is screaming. Decide that you will move forward even when the odds are against you. Decide that you will embrace the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the challenge, because you understand that on the other side of fear is growth, is opportunity, is greatness. And remember, fear is not a roadblock. It's a signpost. It's pointing you to where you need to go, to what you need to do, to who you need to become. Face it, walk through it, conquer it, use it as fuel. Let it drive you. Let it push you harder, faster, stronger every single day until fear is no longer a shadow over your life, but a catalyst for everything you achieve. Absolutely. Here's keynote number 3, expanded into 1,000 words in full Eric Thomas style, focused on creating daily habits that build discipline and momentum without adding ending sentences. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline is what separates the people who talk about what they want to achieve and the people who actually achieve it. And let me tell you, discipline doesn't come from motivation. Motivation is temporary. Motivation is that fleeting feeling you get when you hear a speech, when you watch a video, when you see someone else succeed. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that burns day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Discipline is showing up when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing the work when nobody is watching. Discipline is committing to your goals, even when the excitement is gone, even when it's hard, even when the world is trying to pull you off track. And the way you build discipline is by creating daily habits that reinforce the life you want to live. Habits are the compound interest of your life. Small actions repeated consistently over time produce massive results. If you want to be successful, if you want to achieve your dreams, if you want to take full control of your life, you must create habits that align with your goals, habits that push you forward, habits that build your body, your mind, your character, your resilience. You have to decide what kind of person you want to be and then design your day around becoming that person. Discipline is not about being perfect. Discipline is about showing up again and again, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's inconvenient, even when you don't feel like it. The challenge is that most people try to change everything at once. They wake up and say, today I'm going to transform my life completely. And they fail. They burn out. They give up. That's why you have to start small. Start with one habit, one action, one commitment. It could be waking up earlier. It could be exercising. It could be reading. It could be writing down your goals. It could be taking time to plan your day. Do it consistently. Do it every day. And when that becomes automatic, add another habit and another. And another. That is how momentum is built. Momentum is everything. Momentum is the force that keeps you moving forward when obstacles arise. Momentum is the engine that powers your progress when life tries to slow you down. And the way to build momentum is through discipline, through consistency, through the relentless execution of your daily habits. You cannot rely on bursts of energy or short-term inspiration. You have to commit to the grind, to the process, to the work that nobody sees, the work that nobody applauds, the work that doesn't feel glamorous. That is where greatness is built. That is where winners are made. And let me tell you something else. Discipline is freedom. Discipline gives you control over your life. Discipline allows you to say no to distractions, to say no to excuses, to say no to things that don't serve your purpose. Discipline gives you the power to say yes to the things that matter, yes to your goals, yes to your dreams, yes to becoming the person you were meant to be. And it all starts with your daily habits. Your life is the sum of the choices choices you make every single day, every meal you eat, every minute you spend, every interaction you have, every thought you entertain, every action you take. These are the building blocks of your destiny. If you want to be extraordinary, you must be intentional with your time. You must be intentional with your actions. You must be intentional with the habits you form. And here's the truth. The world is full of people who want to succeed, but lack the discipline to do the work. They want results, but aren't willing to pay the price. They want transformation, but won't stick to the process. Don't be that person. Be the person who shows up every day. Be the person who does what needs to be done, even when it's hard. Be the person who keeps going, even when others quit. That is how you build momentum. That is how you create a life of purpose, achievement, and impact. And let me remind you, discipline is not just about work. It's about life. It's about how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you manage your energy, your emotions, your mindset. It's about creating routines that strengthen you, habits that elevate you, systems that keep you moving forward no matter what challenges come your way. The most successful people in the world are not the smartest, the luckiest, or the most talented. They are the most disciplined. They are the people who do the work every single day, who stick to their routines, who master their habits, who keep moving forward no matter what. And you can do the same thing. You can start today. Right now, decide to commit to a habit, to a routine, to a system that aligns with your goals. Decide to show up for yourself. Decide to do the work. And understand this, progress comes from consistency, not intensity. You don't have to do everything at once. You just have to do something every day, something that moves you closer to your goal. And when you do that, momentum builds, momentum compounds, momentum becomes unstoppable. And once you have momentum, fear, doubt, and obstacles don't stand a chance because you are moving forward no matter what, with purpose, with clarity, with focus, and with relentless discipline. Absolutely. Here's keynote number 4, expanded into 1,000 words in Eric Thomas style, focused on stop waiting. Start acting right now without adding ending sentences. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the stars to align, because the truth is that moment will never come. Life doesn't wait for anyone. Life doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, your doubts, or your hesitation. The perfect moment is a myth. And if you wait for it, you will waste your life watching everyone else move ahead while you stay stuck, frozen in fear, frozen in indecision, frozen in comfort. Every successful person you admire made the decision to act, to move, to push, to start, even when they weren't ready. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for validation. They didn't wait for certainty. They acted, they showed up, they committed, and they let the process teach them along the way. Waiting is a form of procrastination disguised as patience, and it will rob you of your dreams. It will rob you of your time. It will rob you of your potential. If you want to win, if you want to change your life, you have to start now, right now. Stop thinking about it. Stop planning endlessly. Stop overanalyzing and start doing. Action creates clarity, not thought. Action creates momentum, not hesitation. Action creates results, not excuses. And let me tell you something. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. The longer you wait, the more comfortable your fear becomes. The longer you wait, the more you reinforce the habit of inaction. But the moment you act, everything changes. The moment you take the first step, no matter how small, you create movement. And movement is power. Movement is growth. Movement is life. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. You just have to take the first step, and the path will reveal itself as you go. Most people wait for certainty, but certainty is a trap. Certainty will never come because life is unpredictable, because circumstances change, because challenges appear. You cannot control everything, but you can control your actions, your decisions, your effort, and your commitment. Start now and let life adjust around your action. And here's the key. Waiting is also rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear of making a mistake. But the only way to overcome fear is to act. The only way to move past fear is to take that step, even when it shakes you, even when your heart races, even when your mind doubts you. Fear is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Every day you wait, every day you hesitate, you risk looking back years from now and realizing that the only thing standing between you and your dreams was your own inaction. Stop imagining what could be and start doing what can be done. Stop planning endlessly and start executing consistently. Stop overthinking and start moving. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. You must cross that bridge every day, one step at a time, until your dreams are no longer dreams, but your reality. And understand this, starting now doesn't mean you will be perfect. You will make mistakes. You will fail. You will stumble. You will fall. But every action you take teaches you something. Every mistake you make strengthens you. Every failure you encounter prepares you for the next level. Waiting guarantees failure because it guarantees nothing happens. Acting guarantees growth because it guarantees learning, experience, and momentum. Momentum is built from action, not intention. Momentum is built from showing up, not hoping. Momentum is built from doing, not waiting. And let me remind you, the people who are doing right now are the ones who are winning. The people who are waiting are the ones who are left behind. Don't be left behind. Don't settle for the sidelines. Don't settle for mediocrity. The life you want, the results you crave, the dreams you have, they are not going to come to you. You have to go to them. You have to chase them. You have to act relentlessly, consistently, without hesitation. And it's not just about taking one big step. It's about taking small steps every single day. Each step builds confidence. Each step builds skill. Each step builds momentum. Each step brings you closer to your goal. And the beautiful thing about action is this: it attracts more action. The more you do, the more you see opportunity. The more you act, the more doors open. The more you take risks, the more confidence you gain. Waiting does the opposite. Waiting breeds doubt. Waiting breeds fear. Waiting breeds stagnation. And if you want to live a life of success, a life of impact, a life of fulfillment, you cannot afford to wait. You have to start now. Start with what you have. Start with what you know. Start with the people around you. Start with the resources you can access. Start with the action you can take today. You do not need permission. You do not need validation. You do not need certainty. You need courage. You need commitment. You need action. And here's the truth. The longer you wait, the more opportunities pass you by. The longer you wait, the more regrets accumulate. The longer you wait, the more your potential is wasted. But the moment you act, the moment you step forward, the moment you stop waiting, everything changes. You gain clarity. You gain momentum. You gain confidence. You gain results. You gain power over your life. And that power is yours to claim every single day when you decide to act instead of wait, when you decide to show up, when you decide to move forward, when you decide to create the life you've been dreaming about, starting now. Absolutely. Here's keynote number 5, expanded into 1,000 words in full Eric Thomas style. Focused on transforming pain and struggle into fuel for success without adding ending sentences. Pain is inevitable. Struggle is unavoidable. Life will hit you, knock you down, challenge you, test you. And if you don't have a plan for how to respond, it will break you. But here's the truth. The same pain that can destroy you can also make you stronger. The same struggle that can keep you down can also lift you higher than you ever imagined. You have to understand that pain is not the enemy. Pain is the signal. Pain is the message. Pain is the teacher. Every person who has ever achieved something great has walked through fire. Every champion, every leader, every person who has accomplished something extraordinary has felt pain. They felt the loss, the rejection, the failure, the disappointment, the setback. And what separates them from everyone else is that they used it. They didn't run from it. They didn't hide from it. They didn't complain about it. They used it as fuel. They took that pain, that struggle, and they converted it into energy, into focus, into drive, into determination. And you can do the same thing. You can take whatever is hurting you, whatever is holding you back, whatever is weighing you down, and you can turn it into power. You can turn it into motivation. You can turn it into action. The moment you stop blaming your circumstances, the moment you stop saying, why me? The moment you start saying, I will use this, that is the moment transformation begins. Pain builds resilience. Struggle builds character. Adversity builds strength. And let me tell you something. Nothing worth achieving comes without pain. Nothing worth having comes without struggle. The world doesn't reward comfort. The world doesn't reward ease. The world rewards those who endure, those who persist, those who rise when everyone else falls, those who keep moving forward even when it hurts, even when it's unfair, even when it seems impossible. And here's the key. You have to embrace it. You have to embrace the struggle. You have to welcome the challenge. You have to look at pain and say, I will not be broken by you. I will not be defeated by you. I will be strengthened by you. Every time life knocks you down, every time something doesn't go your way, every time you feel like quitting, that is your moment. That is your opportunity opportunity to rise higher, to push harder, to fight longer, to become more than you were yesterday. Pain is temporary. The lessons, the growth, the strength that comes from pain, that lasts forever. And if you learn to harness it, if you learn to channel it, if you learn to transform it, you will become unstoppable. You will become unshakable. You will become someone who can face any obstacle, overcome any challenge, and rise no matter what. Most people run from pain. Most people complain. Most people look for the easy way out, but not you. You have to decide that you will face it head on. You have to decide that you will convert every disappointment into determination, every failure into fuel, every tear into tenacity, every loss into leverage. That is how success is built. That is how greatness is achieved. And here's the reality. Life is not fair. Things will happen that you didn't plan for. Things will happen that hurt. Things will happen that feel unjust. But your response to those things is what defines you. You can either let them defeat you or you can let them drive you. You can either become bitter or you can become better. You can either stay down or you can rise higher than ever before. And it all starts in your mind. The way you interpret struggle, the way you frame pain, the way you choose to respond. That is the key to turning hardship into success. Don't waste your pain. Don't waste your struggle. Don't waste your suffering. Use it. Let it fuel your fire. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it strengthen your resolve. Every setback, every rejection, every obstacle, every difficulty carries with it the seeds of growth. If you are willing to look for them, if you are willing to fight for them, if you are willing to transform them. And remember, pain is temporary. It may feel endless in the moment, but if you keep pushing, if you keep going, if you keep transforming it, it will pass. And what will remain is strength, resilience, courage, and wisdom. And those things are more valuable than anything money can buy, more valuable than anything comfort can provide, more valuable than anything that comes without effort, because they prepare you to handle the next challenge, the next obstacle, the next level of your life. Life will always test you. Life will always challenge you. Life will always put you in positions where you have to decide whether to crumble or to rise. And you, my friend, have the choice to rise every single time. You have the choice to take the hurt, take the struggle, take the difficulty, and transform it into something greater. That is how you win. That is how you dominate. That is how you take control of your life. And don't wait for it to stop hurting. Don't wait for life to be easy. The moment you start using your pain as fuel, the moment you start using your struggle as power, the moment you start using your hardship as motivation, that is the moment you step into a level of greatness that most people will never experience because they refuse to face what they're afraid of. They refuse to fight through the discomfort. They refuse to transform the struggle into strength. And you, by choosing to face it, by choosing to rise, by choosing to conquer, you are building the mindset, the resilience, the discipline, and the strength that will carry you through every challenge, every setback, every obstacle, and every dream you are determined to achieve. Absolutely. Here's keynote number 6, expanded into 1,000 words in Phileric Thomas style. Focus on winning small every day to win big in life without adding ending sentences. Winning is not about the big moments. Winning is not about the championship game, the huge deal, the viral moment, or the overnight success. Winning is about the small victories, the daily battles, the tiny actions that add up over time, the choices you make when nobody is watching, the discipline you show when it's inconvenient, the effort you put in when it feels impossible. The truth is, most people are waiting for a miracle. Most people are waiting for that one big break, that one big opportunity, that one moment that will change everything. But life doesn't work that way. Life is built on consistency. Life is built on the compound effect of small wins stacked on top of each other over time. You have to understand this. Every day matters. Every decision matters. Every action matters. And if you want to win big, you have to start winning small. Winning small means showing up when it's hard, doing the work when you don't feel like it, saying no to the distractions, saying no to the easy way, saying no to comfort, and saying yes to what will grow you, what will challenge you, what will push you toward your goals. Winning small means making the bed in the morning, even when you don't feel like it. Winning small means choosing discipline over procrastination. Winning small means putting in the extra hour, the extra effort, the extra practice, the extra preparation that nobody else wants to do. Winning small means showing respect, showing integrity, showing consistency in your actions, because those small actions create habits, habits create momentum, and momentum creates results. You cannot overlook the power of the small wins because they are the foundation of the big wins. Every massive success you see, every story of someone achieving greatness is built on a lifetime of small victories stacked on top of each other. Nobody starts at the top. Nobody starts with fame, money, or influence. Everyone starts small. Everyone starts at the bottom. Everyone starts with daily decisions that compound into greatness over time. And that's why it's so critical to focus on winning small every single day. Don't wait for the big moment to act. Don't wait for perfection to start. Don't wait for everything to be ideal. Start now, win now, do something today, no matter how small, that moves you forward. And those small wins will grow. They will accumulate. They will snowball into confidence, momentum, and unstoppable energy. And here's the truth. When you win small consistently, your mindset changes. Your confidence grows. You begin to believe in yourself. You begin to see that progress is possible, that goals are achievable, that obstacles can be overcome. You begin to understand that success is not a matter of luck or timing. It's a matter of consistent action, consistent effort, and consistent wins day after day. And it's not just about what you do. It's about how you do it. Winning small means giving your best, no matter how insignificant it seems. Winning small means not cutting corners, not cheating, not taking the easy path. Winning small means showing up fully, showing up ready, showing up committed, showing up disciplined, and showing up focused every single day, because that is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only dream. And let me tell you something. It's easy to overlook small wins. It's easy to feel like what you're doing doesn't matter. It's easy to get frustrated when progress is slow. But the truth is, the small wins are where the power lies. They are where the momentum is created. They are where the habits are formed. And if you neglect the small wins, if you skip them, if you ignore them, the big wins will never come. But if you honor them, if you focus on them, if you embrace them, the big wins become inevitable. And let me remind you, small wins are not just about achievements. They're about growth. They're about discipline. They're about character. They're about building the person who can handle the bigger challenges when they arrive. Every small victory is a training ground for the larger battles. Every time you resist temptation, every time you push through discomfort, every time you do what's hard instead of what's easy, you are strengthening the muscles that will carry you to your ultimate success. Winning small also teaches patience. Winning small teaches resilience. Winning small teaches persistence. Because it shows you that results don't always come instantly, that progress is built over time, and that the person who endures, who shows up, who acts consistently, who takes the small steps every day is the one who ultimately wins. And here's another truth. The people who win big don't always do spectacular things every day. Most of the time, they do ordinary things consistently. They maintain their standards. They keep their habits. They stay disciplined. They stay focused. And that's what compounds into extraordinary results. That's why you have to honor the small wins. That's why you have to track them. That's why you have to celebrate them, even quietly, even internally, because they are proof that you are moving forward, proof that your effort is working, proof that your discipline is paying off, proof that your life is shifting in the right direction. And when you win small every day, the world begins to notice. The people around you begin to respect your consistency, your drive, your work ethic. Doors begin to open that were previously closed. Opportunities begin to appear that were previously invisible. And most importantly, you begin to see yourself differently. You begin to see yourself as capable, as strong, as persistent, as disciplined, as someone who can overcome, as someone who can endure, as someone who can achieve. And when you carry that mindset forward, the big wins are inevitable. But it all starts with today. It all starts with the small wins. It all starts with the actions you take right now. Don't underestimate them. Don't ignore them. Don't skip them. Do the small things. Do them consistently, do them with excellence, and watch as they grow into results that will transform your life, your future, and everything you've been working toward. Because the person who masters the small wins is the person who ultimately conquers the big challenges, dominates the competition, achieves the dreams, and lives the life they were destined to live.